Hey y'all, welcome back to Coffee and Composition. I'm April Sojourner Truth Walker, for those of you who are new to our series, and I'm the president of A Little More Truth LLC. Coffee and Composition is our series to take the woes out of your next writing assignment, whatever that may be. And if you saw our welcome back video for this fall, hopefully you were able to get some great nuggets from me and my mom on how you can become a stronger writer and a stronger coach of your student or child in helping them through the writing process. So we also talked in that video about what our theme is for this fall, and it's sentences. We're going to be diving all into sentences. We're going to talk about what they are, what they aren't, how to use them, and how they even show up in our everyday activities. So as always, we're going to grab our coffees and we're going to get started. Let me share my screen and we'll get started on our first round of sentences. So we're going to talk about the structure of sentences first. We'll just get back to basics because we can't go to the advanced until we get the basics down. But before we jump in, if you need more help than these little quick segments, please feel free to reach out to us at alittlemoretruthllc.com to see how we can help you tailor your approach to learning writing and becoming a stronger writer. All right, so a sentence is a simple and complete thought. That's just the basic of what a sentence is, a complete thought. Why do we need them? Well, sentences translate your thoughts so that others can connect with you. So you may be really passionate about why we should be moving towards electric cars versus gas-powered cars. And you may have a lot of thoughts on this subject, but if they just stay in your head, no one will ever know all your brilliant thoughts and why we should maybe go to electric cars. So sentences help you get from your brilliant thoughts to connecting with other people and letting them know what you're passionate about, what you're interested in, and just connecting with them. So students' most common challenge when it comes to sentences, sentence fragments. I see sentence fragments all the time in essays and resumes and everything that I do with writing. I see sentence fragments, and it's really the most common challenge because it's so easy to just write an essay like we talk, write an essay like we text, and write an essay like we engage with each other on social media. But when you're writing those more academic essays, you really want to make sure that you're avoiding sentence fragments. So here's some common examples of sentence fragments so that you know what a sentence fragment is, and then we'll figure out how to fix them and make them into sentences. But you know that, right? You know what? Who's you? A lot of stuff left unknown here. Because tomorrow we'll be out of town. Okay, why do we need to know that you'll be out of town tomorrow? What's going on? Who's we? Lots of questions, lots of questions. Can't be real. What can't be real? Who can't be real? Questions, questions, questions. And then finally, thinking about going there later. Thinking about going where later? Who's thinking about going where later? Again, you could see all of these fragments translated into a text or when you're talking to somebody where they have the context of the conversation, but in your essays, not gonna work. So let's fix them. The first one we have is, we left the game early, but you know that, right? All we did was add another clause, dependent clause, in front of the fragment to make one complete thought. Second sentence, we can't go skating because tomorrow we'll be out of town. Oh, okay, so that's why I needed to know that you'll be out of town tomorrow, because we were supposed to go skating, but now we can't. So thanks. And this third one, very simple. This can't be real. Remember, the fragment was can't be real. We didn't know what or who couldn't be real, but now we have a little more context. This can't be real. We still would have to do some more digging to figure out what this is, but at least we know the subject is this. It can't be real. And then finally, I'm thinking about going to the store later. Okay, so we know who's going, we know where they're going, and that's a complete thought. I'm thinking about going to the store later. The key takeaway here is that a complete sentence is composed of a subject and a verb. A subject and a verb, the who or what, and the action that is being performed or that they're engaged in. Without these components, you have a fragment. So always just be aware of whether or not your sentence has a subject and a verb in it. If it doesn't have that, it's a fragment. And a lot of times in your essays, it's an easy fix with punctuation, connecting two fragments together and putting the correct punctuation. But we'll talk about that later on because we're going to get back into fragments. So subject, verb, complete thought, sentence. It's as simple as that. If you're ready for more and you just want more into this subject or any other subject of writing, again, feel free to reach out to us at a littlemoretruthllc.com, and I will see you next time.